Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today, I'll be finishing off the day with the mech levels ranked from worst to best. Let's get into it. These are the mech levels ranked from worst to best from Sonic Adventure 2. And starting dead last is number 12, Route 101. Route 101. I'll just cut straight to the point. It's easy, short, and boring. That's pretty much all I've got. Easy, short, and boring. That's three simple words. Number 11, Prison Lane. What a lackluster way to begin Tails' adventure in this game. The music is fine, that's probably the best part, but everything else is awful. The enemy placement, the level design, and too much platforming. The mech levels aren't designed for platforming. This is awful. It's just plain awful. I mean, the way it's designed, it's just slow in so many ways. It's just a terrible start. That's all. Number 10, Eternal Engine. Here we go from a horrible start to Tails' story to a terrible end to Tails' story. And this is just horribly done. But I do like the music and the ending of this level. That's actually one of the few better parts, hence why I ranked it higher than Prison Lane. But everything else is just an absolute freaking disaster. BS enemy placement, particularly with the damn chaos, my god. And accidentally pushing the buttons into the airlock, and if you get hit, you get blown out of space and you die. Not fun. I hate it. Number 9, Mission Street. This level's nothing special. I mean, again, BS enemy placement and awful level design. But at least you get the hover ability in here, and for what you saw on the screen for a split second, it is pretty funny that they get a description of what Tails looks like instantly. I'll have to admit, that's a pretty funny detail in this level. That's pretty funny. But that's pretty much the only good things I like about this level. It's annoying, it's slow, and enemies are everywhere, and not in good places. Number 8, Sand Ocean. Yeah, like the other ones, it's very slow and there's too much platforming. But the atmosphere is nice. I like the ambience. And I like how it starts tying into the story. I mean, Eggman's infiltrating the base, and pretty much that's it. I mean, I like the music actually is nice and relaxing. But it's too slow having to wait for multiple platforms to get you to the other side, and if you fall into the sand, you're instantly dead. I mean, I don't know why the mechs can't handle sand. It's such a stupid thing. Overall, it's the worst Eggman level, and that's pretty much all I've got to say about it. Number 7, Cannon's Core, Eggman's version. Out of the two mech levels for Cannon's Core, this one is the worst out of the two, and it's a fine enough segue from Tails to Eggman. Tails I'll mention later, but it's not exactly great either. I mean, the platforming, again, you have to wait at certain points, and it's not fun. And for beginners who play this for the first time, it's an absolute beginner's trap. I mean, if you jump on the wrong platforms, you're gonna get hit multiple times by the green ground at the bottom, and it's just not fun. And even the ending is not great. So yeah, that's pretty much I've got to say. I mean, these segments are pretty short, but they're nothing to write home about. Number 6, Weapons Bed. Whereas in the last couple of entries they've been slow and underwhelming, this one feels too easy, short, and very underwhelming. I mean, pretty much you get the hover ability in this level, that's nice, but it makes it too easy when you're just hovering over everything. I don't get why. And you can pretty much finish this in 2 minutes, three if you're going for the highest points. I mean, by the way, the point stuff is actually not that bad. I mean, getting if you're a big points guy like I am, getting every perfect score when you're hitting up the robots with your in your mech is actually pretty good. I thoroughly like that, but it makes the level's just lackluster pretty much. It's short, too easy, and you could just pretty much hover over everything. Number 5, Cannon's Core, Tails' version. Yeah, like I said, out of the two makes segments in this level, Tails is actually pretty good. I mean, it's a nice introduction to what you're getting yourself into for the final story. I mean, having to use the timer, honestly, using the timer thing is a great idea, and it actually makes the level more enjoyable to play. I mean, you get to go through it easier. You get less time, and I like the layout. It's pretty fun. Even the ending of this segment is pretty good too. Jumping on the platform and shooting up the robots at the end. It's a nice segue to a lackluster segment, but it's a pretty good start to a pretty okay final level. Number 4, Lost Colony. This one is pretty forgettable, but it's not hard to say it's not bad either. I thoroughly enjoyed this level, and I like the ambience, I like the atmosphere, and it's pretty good. I mean, yeah, sometimes I forget this level exists, but I kind of have to say it's not bad either. I mean, this is actually where you get the jetpack thing, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. Pretty much shooting up the place, and I like you get to explore different pathways and explore around the place. I thoroughly enjoyed this level. Again, it's pretty forgettable, but at least it's not bad. Number 3, Cosmic Wall. I have one problem with this level. It's a bit too long. I mean, this one takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete, and yeah, it's pretty slow in some ways. But that's my only nitpick. The rest of it is actually it's actually great. Again, with Weapons Bed, it's just shooting up points and just walking about. Pretty lame. But with this one, you're not just building up points, you're on a cart shooting up points. I kind of like that cool idea. Shooting up the place. And I like the gravity stuff where you get to hover up everything. Hell, you don't even need to use the hover ability that much. Honestly, I think it's a nice final. it's a nice final level for Eggman's story in this game. It's a pretty great ending, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the atmosphere is beautifully top notch. Number 2, Iron Gate. What can I say? This is an awesome start to Eggman's story, and honestly, it's freaking great. Honestly, not to get into too much detail, go watch my Eggman levels video. I thoroughly loved the way it starts the story. I mean, this is the first level in the Dark story, and I love it that you get to shoot up, blow up doors, shoot up robots, explore the place. Hell, even at the end where you have to blow half through with guns defenses at the end with a single missile. Honestly, I love the way this level is structured. It's great. And it's honestly pretty damn cool. But there is one level that I can say is not only better, but I was legit surprised how good it was. Can you guess what it is? And the number 1 best mech level is number 1, Hidden Base. Yeah, I'm just as surprised. A good mech level, but a good Tails level? Yeah. The structure of this level is great. It's nice and comforting. Yes, some of the platform can be a bit slow at times, but at least it's not complete BS enemy placement. It gives you enough time wait for the enemies to pop up, then shoot. Oh yeah, and shooting up the monkey badniks. I love that. And you get to choose different pathways of how you can go shooting at Eggman's base as you're trying to get through the place. I thoroughly loved this level. And particularly at the ending where you shoot up more monkeys. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I think it's a great structured level, particularly at the start. I honestly think that this is not only Tails' best level, but honestly the best mech level in this game, period. And I consider it the number 1 best in this game. The best mech level. So yeah, that's my list. Tomorrow I'll be starting Knuckles' levels from worst to best. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.